So next for you here on the first post-Brexit referendum show, we have another kind of double bill. The first is a flashback on the BBC News to Andrew Marr reporting from Downing Street following the overthrow of Saddam in Iraq. We took the soundtrack from the Media Lens YouTube channel. You can hear or visit the site and see how happy Marr was about this turn of events, and this item is followed by a considered response to the Chilcot report from the Libertarian Alliance.
Well, for the view in Downing Street on today's events, let's talk to our political editor, Andrew Marr. Andy, is it safe to assume that Mr Blair, like so many of the rest of us, was glued to his television for parts of today?
It certainly is. He and his advisers have been watching this, and, you know, all the usual caveats apply. There could be some ghastly scenes in the future. There could be terrorist attacks. All sorts of things could go wrong. But frankly, Hugh, the main mood is unbridled relief. I've been watching ministers wander around with smiles like split watermelons.
Well, Mr Blair's had his share of troubles and worries, as you rightly say, over the past few weeks. We've talked about them many times.
Yes.
To what extent has that changed now today?
Well, I think this does one thing. It draws a line under what had been before this war a period of when a faint air of pointlessness almost was hanging over Downing Street. There was all these slightly tawdry arguments and scandals. That is now history. Mr Blair is well aware that all his critics out there in the party and beyond aren't going to thank him, because they're only human, for being right when they've been wrong, and he knows that there might be trouble ahead, as I've said. But I think this is a very, very important moment for him. It gives him a new freedom and a new self-confidence. He confronted many critics. I don't think anybody after this is going to be able to say of Tony Blair that he's somebody who is driven by the drift of public opinion or focus groups or opinion polls. He took all of those on. He said that they would be able to take Baghdad without a bloodbath, and that in the end the Iraqis would be celebrating. And on both of those points he has been proved conclusively right, and it would be entirely ungracious, even for his critics, not to acknowledge that tonight he stands as a larger man and a stronger Prime Minister as a result.
Andrew, many thanks.